Coming up next, new video of a kidnapping suspect minutes after SWAT agents forced him out of his hiding place.
And a high-profile Orlando City Commissioner is under investigation, accused of using a constituent's money to buy houses and get a facelift.
Plus, we're tracking cooler temps. Your news is next.
Fox 35 News at 5 starts now.
Crime fighters are working to keep drugs off of our beaches during spring break and year-round. Good evening and welcome. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Law enforcement has a zero-tolerance policy for drugs. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay joins us live from Daytona Beach tonight. And Chris, you've been reporting on the heavy law enforcement presence on beaches this week.
Yes, they're really cracking down to make sure they can keep people safe. One pill can kill was the phrase that Attorney General Moody kept repeating throughout today's press conference. We were out there speaking with students on the beach, and they are glad that law enforcement is paying attention. And that applies to not only just drug dealing and possible usage, but as you mentioned, they're cracking down on all sorts of crime. It's been an all hands on deck approach to spring break here in Volusia County. Reporting live in Daytona Beach, Chris Lindsay, Fox 35 News.
Chris, thank you. Well, it wasn't a great beach day today. There was a chill in the air, and it's going to be another cold night. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Berggren is joining us live outside on the weather deck.
All right, Noah, what are you tracking out there now?
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's just pristine out here. Lots of sunshine. It was chilly this morning. The winds have subsided as we thought they would. Look at the lows this morning across the area, north and west of I-4. Ocala 42, Gainesville 53 this morning in the city. Highs this afternoon got to 69 in the city, 65 Ocala, 59 in New Smyrna, 68 today Titusville and in Melbourne. Out there right now, the radars are quiet. They will stay that way. We're in the 60s for most spots, but right now it's 59 in Daytona Beach. Not exactly warm beach weather for all the visitors in town this week. Our temperatures tomorrow morning will be lower than this morning. Actual thermometer readings 38 Gainesville, Ocala, 45 Sanford, 48 Orlando, 43 New Smyrna, 52 tonight in Cocoa Beach. For your Wednesday, just perfect. Sunny, mid-70s inland, low 70s along the beaches. Looks like light winds as well, but our next weather maker is on Friday. We've got a weather impact day out for that, for the potential of some showers and storms. It also may be some severe storms. We'll go through the details about that for you coming up.
All right, Noah, thanks so much. Well, new video tonight shows the arrest of a Wildwood kidnapping suspect. James Savage is accused of kidnapping his girlfriend last week, then locking himself inside a Marion County home. Video shows deputies placing him in the back of a cruiser that you see right here. Savage is accused of forcefully taking his girlfriend from the Wildwood home. The video shows him punching her and slamming her to the ground. She was found safe a short time later, but arresting Savage took more than 20 hours. He's facing several charges and is being held without bond. In Flagler County, a repeat offender is back behind bars after a tip from a concerned neighbor. Deputies responded to a call after a neighbor saw a man pacing the street in front of a construction site in her neighborhood. Law enforcement noticed Gleb Fedotov standing near a portable bathroom. Investigators say he appeared fidgety and spoke rapidly. After searching the bathroom, deputies found fentanyl and other drugs. He was arrested and is being held on $3,500 bond. He was just released back in November after serving 8 months for another drug charge. Also out of Flagler County, this man is behind bars accused of stabbing and beating 2 men after a debate about religion spiraled out of control. We have new body camera video showing the moments deputies found one of the victims just covered in blood, using a shirt as a bandage. Take a look.
And I thought I just got hit.
Hang on, buddy. Let me get gloves on, okay?
I think I got stabbed 3 times. Real deep cut.
It's okay.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
You're not all right, bro.
I know.
All right.
I'm tough.
Let me see that.
Wow, this happened in Palm Coast Sunday night. The sheriff's office says the victims struck up conversation about religion when they were outside of a gas station before things got violent. Both victims are going to be okay. 22-year-old Hunter Death Row was later tracked down and arrested. He's charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and being held on a $300,000 bond. A veteran Orlando City Commissioner is in the hot seat. Regina Hill is accused of befriending a 96-year-old woman who lives in her district, gaining access to her bank account and going on a $100,000 spending spree.
These charges are so serious, state investigators are now getting involved. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth is joining us live in downtown Orlando tonight. So, Randy, what is Hill accused of spending all of this money on?
Yeah, so today I've been spending some time going through court documents. The affidavit says the money was spent on luxury purchases, a facelift, expensive perfume, home renovations. And in that affidavit, the special agent says he spoke with that 96-year-old woman who claims that she had no idea that this was happening. And a couple additional elements to this story. Hill is not charged in this investigation. There is a hearing set for next week regarding that injunction. The state says that this is still an active investigation today. They could not provide any additional details. I did reach out to the city of Orlando. They say they are aware of the investigation, not privy to any additional details, and that the city does not have the authority to take disciplinary actions against an elected official. Reporting live tonight, Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.
You decide 2024. It is primary day here in Florida, but only Republicans are casting their ballots for a presidential candidate since there is only one Democrat on the ballot, and that's, of course, President Joe Biden. Voters in Ocoee, Winter Park, Oakland, Apopka, and Flagler County also head to the polls for local races today. And in Maitland, voters there are deciding how bad they want a new public library and if they're willing to pay higher property taxes to get it. The proposed 20,000 square foot building would cost $18.7 million. It would take 3 and go up 1 block away from the current library right next to Quinn Strong Park. The city says it reviewed the cost of repairing the old library and determined it would be more cost effective to just build a new one.
Well, Fox 35 News at 5 is just getting started. Still ahead, some spring breakers in Florida are live to the beach coming up.
And the CDC is sounding the alarm over measles cases. Why professionals are urging parents to vaccinate their kids before summer. Plus, Manny.
We are in DeLand tonight. That's because the Stetson men's basketball team is getting ready to head to New York for their first ever NCAA tournament appearance. Coming up next at 5, what head coach Donnie Jones is telling his players as they get ready.
We have a lot more to come. You're watching Fox 35 News at 5.
Fox 35 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
All new at 5, the Stetson men's basketball team made it to March Madness.
Yeah, the men are now gearing up to take on UConn in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The 16 seed Hatters will play the reigning champion UConn Huskies in Brooklyn on Friday night. And Fox 35's Manny Martinez had a chance to get reaction from head coach Donnie Jones. So, Manny, how excited is this team for the matchup?
Marlisa, they are so excited. They are amped, but they also have to be ready to cool down those nerves, to play fast and loose like head coach wants them to do. They face a tough test. That's the #1 overall seed, UConn Huskies. They're also the defending champions, but the Hatters say that just adds to the intensity of the matchup and their excitement as well. Live in DeLand tonight, Manny Martinez, Fox 35 News.
All right, Manny, thanks so much. One day after Orlando was named the best sports destination city in all of America, we have another major sporting announcement. Today at Camping World Stadium, it was announced that it would be the host to the Manchester City and Barcelona soccer match happening on July 30th. The stadium can hold around 60,000 spectators, and with this being an international event, it's expected to attract visitors from all over the world.
It's a huge tourism driver, huge thing for our local businesses. And as I always say, it's because of the power of partnerships and collaboration that we get things done like this here in the city of Orlando.
And the this isn't the only international soccer match coming to Orlando this summer. Camping World Stadium will also host the men's national teams for the USA and Brazil on June 12th. Now, tickets have not gone on sale just yet, but you can sign up for the pre-sale. We have that information available on our website. All you have to do is visit fox35orlando.com. Oh, we're ready for summer games and summer temperatures to get here because this chill in the air,
Yeah, we're not feeling it at all. Well, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Bergeron is back with us on this Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right?
It is.
Getting closer to the weekend, but we need to watch out because we have some storms moving in on Friday.
We do, but Wednesday, Thursday are going to be great.
There you
See,
go.
like that. See, while you were gone, Marlisa was teaching me to be the bearer of good news. You know, so I was just focusing on the doom and gloom. I'm getting better.
Yeah. See, Luann thought you always were. So
she'd be tossing to me in the news and it'd be like, you know, oh, it's nice tomorrow. I'd be like, oh no, Friday's crummy. You know, I just instantly go into the negative.
Yeah.
So I'm getting better, Marlisa.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little better. Hey, today is the first day of spring. Actually, tonight is. The spring solstice begins at 11:06 p.m. Eastern time tonight. I don't know about y'all, but the pollen, my least favorite thing of this time of the year. All right, temperatures tomorrow morning in the city will be about 48, 54 Thursday morning. We're into the 60s for morning lows Friday, Saturday. 56 is the average low for this time of the year. Now, we have had a lack of true cold. January 1st through today, just 5 nights have been added below 45. That's tied for the least on record. With 1990, we had 5 nights 45 or cooler. The average is 16 through this point in the year. So even though it's feeling chilly now, we're having quite the lack thereof so far this year. 64 in Jacksonville, 65 Tallahassee, 67 in Orlando right now. Notice the plume of warmth here in Plains. That will be here eventually with the storm system as well by the weekend. All right, so we've got frost advisories again tonight to our north. We're not going to have frost in Florida, but way to the northeast, we've got tons of lake effect snow. Pittsburgh up to New York State, that's thankfully going to stay long away from us. All right, so tomorrow, tons of sunshine. It's chilly in the morning. Winds will be lighter than today. High pressure is right overhead. That's sinking air in the atmosphere. When the air sinks, it doesn't compress and form clouds. And the air rises, it forms clouds. And that's why tomorrow is totally sunny. Thursday starts bright and sunny, but clouds roll in the afternoon. Here's 4. Most of Thursday should be dry. Now, Friday, very complicated forecast. Here's the short and sweet and right to the point. We're going to have 2 waves of weather. One in the morning, here's 6 a.m. across most of the state, some showers and probably just general thunder. That moves through. Then we'll get a break. Here's the break. 2 p.m. Friday. Then look out in the Gulf. There will be a large area of storms, potentially severe weather that Friday evening, late afternoon evening, comes across the state. The question is, where does it go? Does this mass of storms go towards South Florida and they get maybe some damaging winds, tornadoes, and a few inches of rain, and we get skunked and we don't get anything? Or does this come right over Orlando, or does this go up into the Panhandle? Today, our Fox model watch takes all of this into South Florida. Here's 9 p.m. Friday. This is some pretty notable weather down here, but Central Florida, I mean, we just miss out. So that's the question, is where does that second wave of energy track? The models are all over the place with that. I think it might end up being a little bit further north than that indicates. But Saturday will start with clouds, and then that front will come through midday Saturday. Maybe by the afternoon we'll get some more sun in here. But I'm optimistic that the weekend, for the most part, should be dry. But it might remain kind of cloudy through a good part of Saturday and not really be until Sunday that it turns out to be mostly sunny again. So enjoy that sun tomorrow, 75 after a chilly morning. 81 Thursday, clouds roll in. That 30% is in the evening for a shower. We'll watch those thunderstorms, 2 waves, potentially severe on Friday. Breezy for all weekend with more sun on Sunday, definitely. And then we'll get warm again into the 80s by Tuesday of next week.
Can't wait for that, Noah. Well, still to come, one Florida company is working with new graduates to help more women get into the construction field. Next, hear from some women already taking part in a groundbreaking project.
Get up and go with Deborah Cho. Weekday mornings on Good Day Orlando.
Coming up next at 5:30, a little boy burned at daycare.
He's already spent 1 month in the hospital, and his family's just heartbroken.
This is not just a recovery for now where he's in the hospital now. This is going to be for the rest of his life.
Now the family wants to make sure something like this doesn't happen to another family.
Add a little more to your morning
with Good Day Orlando Extra.
More guests. The food truck wars have already begun.
More weather extras.
This is going to be a soaker.
More We Love Florida.
You wanted more. Good Day Orlando Extra.
Watch Ryan Elijah on Good Day Orlando, weekday mornings 4 to 10 a.m.
Welcome back. Our big story at 5:30 is a Fox 35 exclusive. A 1-year-old boy is recovering after accidentally getting burned at his daycare in Melbourne.
He underwent surgery this afternoon, and Fox 35's Esther Bauer talked to his parents about the accident and how their little boy is doing.
Wow, Esther, thanks so much. A Jewish center in Florida is closed because of fire damage. Investigators believe the person responsible for the fire is a homeless person. Security footage shows the man setting fire to a minivan parked outside of the center in Fort Lauderdale. None of this happened over the weekend. Police do not believe this was a hate crime. One rabbi says this is not his first interaction with the suspect.
He was familiar to us. Myself, I had 3 interactions with him, just all in the past 2-3 weeks. My last interaction was on Friday when we came here with my wife and family for a Hebrew school community Shabbat dinner right here at the center. And he literally sat down in front of the vehicle in the alleyway, not letting us pass, and saying negative things and having us go around and then not letting us go through. This was Friday, the day before the incident happened.
Such a shame. The suspect is currently in police custody for arson charges.
In Polk County, a pair of skydivers came crashing down due to some strong winds. The 2 women were part of a 14-person group practicing formations in the sky, but then the wind blew them way off course. A bystander gave us these photos of one woman getting treatment soon after landing right in a street.
And I walked down the street, and I was expecting to see a car wreck, and it was somebody laying down with a very tangled up chute.
You knew immediately?
I knew it was a bad hard hit.
According to police, one woman may have a broken leg. The other woman had non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators think one of them had a parachute issue. Well, a new fire station is coming to Alachua County. The county commission held a groundbreaking ceremony today to celebrate the beginning of construction. Station 21 will be the second fire station with this brand new design. It will feature energy efficient equipment and sustainable designs.
Well, the spring break cold snap is putting a damper on the fun in Central Florida, but it's really messing things up for visitors up in the Panhandle. It did make it out of the 50s at most beaches there. Fox 35's Bowen Kadrofix joins us live from Panama City Beach, where hoodies are now replacing swimsuits this spring break.
That's exactly right, Marlisa. It is the busiest week for Panama City Beach for spring break, and taking a look behind me, you might have never have guessed that. Just like you said, the people that are out here, a lot of them are bringing out a sweatshirt or a light jacket.
A school bus driver is being hailed a hero. She saved 9 students from a fire on her bus in New Orleans. Take a look at this video of the bus up in flames. It's so scary. That driver was just about to make her 5th stop of the day when she realized something was wrong. She saw smoke and immediately began evacuating the students off the bus. She says moments after they all got off, the bus blew up.
All I heard was boom, 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 and I was like, oh my God, the bus just blew up. I was shook up too, but I had to stay calm and not cry because the kids was crying.
So brave. Well, thankfully, no one on the bus was hurt, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Well, coming up next, a cry for help from baby sea turtles.
All smiles this morning as those little guys swam back into the Atlantic. We'll take you to the send-off up next. And Noah.
Not many people swimming out there today. It's windy and feeling chilly. One more cold night, then things get better for the weekend. We'll talk about rain chances and storms on Friday, though, coming up.
But first, the Fox 35 Pump Patrol. Gas is $3.44 a gallon at the Circle K on West State Road 434 in Longwood. You can find the cheapest gas in your area on our website. Just visit fox35orlando.com and click on Pump Patrol.
We're here with the
world-famous Jolene the alligator, reminding you to download the Fox Local app and check out the Gatorland Inside the Swamp special, now streaming.
Wake up with Brooks and Jessica, weekday mornings on Good Day Orlando.
4 baby sea turtles are back where they belong, swimming in the ocean.
Yeah, they beached themselves earlier this year, stranded in the sand. Marine biologists call that a cry for help.
Fox 35's Marley Capper introduces us to the people who helped save them.
Well, we're taking a live look from the Hard Rock Hotel Daytona beach camera. Not the best beach day for spring breakers or locals for that matter. We're seeing some chilly temperatures through tomorrow. Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Noah Bergen joins us now.
So Noah, how long is this cool down going to stick around?
I think just past tomorrow.
Okay.
And this actually, Ian and I were looking at this the last few days. This may be the last time we're this cold for the season.
Good.
I think we're going to have at least another front or two, but you know, by this point in the season, they lose a lot of that punch into Florida that they have in January and February. So I don't think we're done with the cold fronts, but in terms of getting down into the mid 40s, this may very well be it, I think, for this season. All right, so let's talk about the maps here. So here's tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning, lots of sunshine, things look pretty good. But I want to focus this forecast more on the next couple of days. And I also grabbed the wrong remote because we switched weather sources. How about that? Good job, Noah. All right, let's try this one. There you go. Yeah, live TV. All right, lots of sunshine for tomorrow. High pressure comes in from the west, and no clouds tomorrow. It's chilly. Now Thursday we start sunny. Clouds come in from the west late afternoon and evening. Now the idea for Friday is this. We've got a weather impact day out. There's going to be 2 rounds and waves of weather. The first in the morning, here's 6 a.m., showers, some thunder. That pushes through, and then the million-dollar question is, do we get sun midday? And where does the second wave of energy track? This is our Fox model. Notice the sunny breaks here coming in towards central Florida from the Gulf. That would juice up and destabilize the atmosphere ahead of what could be this. The next round of strong and severe storms, late afternoon, here's 5 into the evening. Yesterday, most of the models took this massive storms and downpours here, tropical downpours at 9 p.m. Friday, took this through Jacksonville to Orlando. Today they swapped and are saying, now let's go to South Florida. So there's a lot of waffling back and forth in the data here, and the point is not if it's going to happen, it's just where does this track, which will obviously dictate the rain and everything. And then Saturday we'll start with clouds, but I think we should be dry by the afternoon. Let me give you a better idea here, and I don't want this to be perceived to you like, oh, you're just showing us all the models you really don't know. Well, let me show you the models and I'll give you my opinion. So here's the Euro, the rain through Saturday. Notice this big stripe here of 3 to 7 inches of rain through South Florida. That's where the 2 rounds of storms track. We still get some rain here in Central Florida, but 5 inches Miami, 4 inches Fort Myers, 3 in West Palm. This is 7 or 8 inches there down southwestern Florida. There's the European model. Here's the GFS model for rain. It's a little more diffuse with those waves. It tracks the first one through South Florida, then the second one from Tampa up to Orlando. Notice we get 2.5 inches of rain in Central Florida. Maybe we get clipped by that severe storm complex late Friday. Here's our exclusive Fox model, which notice is like the Euro. Takes those waves of storms, the first Friday and the second late Friday, South Florida. They get 3 to 6 inches of rain down here, and in Central Florida we still get some, but not much. So the question is, where does that track? We're not going to know yet until maybe tomorrow evening at the earliest, because we're too far out yet. But I think that this is going to come back a little bit north with time, if you want my opinion. I think the models have overcorrected too far south with where all this rain is going to fall. But the point is, I want you to take from those 3 models, there is going to be a corridor somewhere in Florida that gets 3 to 6 inches of rain Friday, whether that's Tampa to Orlando to Daytona or Naples, Fort Myers to West Palm and Miami. Don't know yet. I think it's going to come back a little bit north, and also, again, we'll have to watch the potential for some severe storms with that second wave wherever that tracks. Right now, favors South Florida by maybe like a small margin, but we'll see as we get a little closer. First, though, tomorrow, bright sun, mid-70s after 40s in the morning. 81 Thursday, clouds roll in late. Most of the day's fine. This 30% shower is really after sunset. 77 Saturday with breezy conditions. The clouds will linger, maybe a shower in the morning or midday. Sunday's brighter, low 70s, so it's going to feel kind of chilly for the weekend. But good news is we'll warm back up into the 80s by early next week.
Noah, thank you. We are following some breaking news in Volusia County right now. Our crews are headed to the scene of a shooting involving a Port Orange police officer. This happened on Jamden Court.
Yeah, preliminary reports say a man charged an officer with a knife and refused to put it down. The officer shot him and he died a short time later. Fox 35's Manny Martinez will bring us a live report from Port Orange within the next few minutes.
Hi there, I'm Amy Kaufelt from Fox 35, and this is Foxy, our guide dog in training. Join us for the Southeastern Guide Dogs Walkathon at Lake Lily Park. Help us make a difference Saturday, April 13th at the Southeastern Guide Dogs Walkathon.
Fox 35 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Will my soccer game be canceled?
Thunderstorms around Florida tonight, but in the Orlando area, soccer games should be a go.
Noah knows. Weeknights on Fox 35.
Welcome back. A Nevada man is dealing with a devastating diagnosis in the best way possible. Jared Day is expected to lose his eyesight as soon as 6 months from now. The news came after he was taken to the hospital with stage 4 kidney failure. After dialysis, he realized his vision was going, so he's using this time to cross things off his bucket list. One of those things was to get married, another to visit Hawaii and go to the World Series.
But I want everybody to know that you don't have to be sick. You don't have to be going through something or be told you have only 6 months left of vision to accomplish whatever you want to do. Whether it's skydive or open up a business or run a marathon, you don't want to be on your final days kind of going, I wish I would have done that.
Such good advice. Next up on Day's bucket list, throwing out the first pitch for his home team, the Las Vegas Aviators. He'll be able to cross this one off at their July 20th game. Good for him. And today is National Laugh Day. Some medical experts are sharing how having a good chuckle can improve your health. Experts at the Cleveland Clinic say laughing is a stress reliever. Limiting stress improves your immune system, lessening your chances of getting sick. Laughing also brings more oxygen into your body, improving your blood flow.
A for sale sign is making a lot of people laugh in one Florida county. Check it out. This picture shows that someone put the sign right on a squad car in Charlotte County. The sheriff's office shared this picture on social media. The car was parked on the side of the road and someone just placed that for sale sign right on the window. Deputies found it funny, but were disappointed in the lack of interest in their cruiser. For the record here, the car is not actually for sale, and the sheriff would prefer people not bother the vehicles. Take a look at this one. The king of monsters takes over the streets of Tokyo. Godzilla was appointed honorary police chief for a day at a precinct in Japan's capital. A man dressed as Godzilla wowed people as he stomped through the city streets over the weekend. Well, we are working on a lot of stories coming up for you on the News Edge at 6.
Let's begin with Fox 35's Randy Hildreth.
Good evening to you both. So tonight, a veteran Orlando City Commissioner is in the middle of an investigation by the state accused of allegedly financially exploiting an elderly woman. Coming up, how much she is accused of spending and what she's accused of using that money on.
And we've got a weather impact day out for Friday. Our next system, showers, storms, and some severe weather possible across the state. We'll break down the details for you in a couple of minutes.
The News Edge at 6 coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
Fox 35 News is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.